1.5 was already revealed and it'll be coming out tomorrow. It's a small update with nothing really exciting about it, so I didn't cover it, but thankfully we're already starting to get teasers for 1.6. Earlier today we got this tweet. The realm's most notorious hideout for crooks and scoundrels. And he runs it. Here we have some art of some kind of town that was built over the water. By the looks of it, they just used whatever wood they could find to piece it together. Some of the buildings even use pieces of boats. Overall, it looks pretty run down and does really look like somewhere a ton of criminals would call home. Now, who is he? As far as crooks and criminals go, we only really have two in the realm right now. There is of course Zin, a warlord with an underground empire, and Maeve, who's part of a gang of thieves. Maeve is a girl, so we'll rule her out of being whoever he is. That leaves us with Zin, but we already had a lot of lore related to Zin come out along with Koga, and I'm gonna be honest, Zin looks like he lives the high life. I don't think he'd personally run a place like this. He'd probably put one of his more trusted guild members on it. So with those two out, who is left? Well, not anyone we've seen yet. Counting 1.5, it's been 2 updates since we last got a character. And the newest character has already been data mined, as many of you may know, the character Dredge. Now this place is on the water and it does look a bit piratey, and Dredge is a word that fits with that. I mean, Makoa's hook is called Dredge Anchor, and he's a big turtle who lives underwater. Dredge also isn't a name you'd probably associate with a good guy, so it's a fitting name for the man who runs a place like this. Even if Dredge turns out to be his codename, codenames still relate to the character. For example, Leon had the codenames Rifle and Princess. Now I found something very interesting when looking into what the name Dredge means. Dredge is an ancient name dating from the times of Anglo-Saxon tribes of Britain. It was a name for a person who was a fierce, powerful person. Again, if he owns this place filled with crooks and criminals, then he is definitely a fierce and powerful person. The surname Dredge is derived from the Old English word Draka or from the Old Danish word Draki, which both mean dragon. Dragon! Guys, I know this is a pretty small piece of evidence to go off of, but think about it. We always complain to Hi-Rez about the amount of humans we get. Also, when asked about making another character of a species we already have, Martini seemed like he was holding back on giving all the details he wanted to. We do already have a dragon, so if this character is one, then this would be doubling up on a species. Drogos is part of a race of flying dragons, even though the poor guy was born without wings. Now, flying dragons aren't really something I'd expect to be running a piratey location over the water. This could be a different race of dragon, maybe a sea dragon. That would explain why he has teleporters in his kit, because sea dragons don't really have wings. There was also this sea serpent skin concept for Drogos that was scrapped, but just because something gets scrapped doesn't mean the idea can't be picked up elsewhere. They could have liked this skin so much that they could have decided to make it into a character. Now, I could be wrong and he may not end up being a dragon at all, but I'm very, very hopeful he is. I love dragons. They're my favorite fantasy creature ever, and I think there's a fair enough amount of evidence to list him being a sea dragon as a possibility. It would be a wonderful combo for me because I love dragons and blasters, and Dredge is going to be a long-awaited addition to our blaster roster. I'm really excited about the idea of possibly having 2 dragon blasters in the game to blow people up with. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the possible return of pirate-themed skins. This place does look pretty piratey, like I said before, and it would make sense to bring back the pirate box with some new skins in it. The only problem is there weren't any pirate skins data mined, but that doesn't exactly mean they can't happen. There are plenty of Halloween skins data mined, and this area and Dredge himself could fit in a Halloween update, but 1.6 would be coming out in September, not October. So I imagine 1.7 will be the Halloween themed update. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this teaser. What do you guys think? Do you think Dredge is the one who owns this place, or could it be somebody else? Let me know in the comments below, and that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.